This is working? What's up, guys? I want to let a few more people come in here before I start. So, yeah, just come on in and then relax for a few minutes, and then I'll get into it. Yeah. Hope you guys have been having a nice day. But let's give it like 5 minutes or so, and then I'll continue and I'll elaborate on why I'm having a pseudo desktop stream today. So just give it a few minutes. What's up, guys? Oh, I'm going to grab a water really quick. I wanted to give like 5 minutes before I started, so let me grab a water real quick because I have to drink water. I don't know if you guys could hear that, sorry. I really want to start this on a serious note, so yeah, despite me being a klutz, I don't really want to, I want to make sure that you guys know that this is a serious topic that I need to cover. But let's give it a few more minutes, okay? And I forgot my asthma medicine, so it's kind of a good time. You guys chilling here for a second. Oh. Clusterfuck, no matter what. All the alerts are off today. I'm not trying to monetize this, just to let you guys know. But I want to start off by saying I need to right some wrongs, or a lot, I guess. For the past 2 years, I got to start IRL and meet a lot of people. And I'm not doing an expose, per se. I'm doing an expose on myself. I'd like to take responsibility for my actions that maybe I've caused people undue trauma or whatever the case may be. And I want to go through it in bit by bit so everything's clear and everything's out on the table, and so that you guys know exactly who I am. I tell a lot of lies here and there, a lot of them. But as a person, I mean, you got to come clean. It's time. And that's pretty much it. So let me start on the first issue. A lot of the things that I have said or done regarding traveling to certain parts of the world or experiencing certain things are a fusion of what I experienced as a child. I've gone to many places, thankfully, because my parents were able to provide that for me. But I passed it on as my success was able to pay for all of it, and nothing could be further from the truth. As an adult, I didn't travel that much. I came to Japan, I'd go to the US. Sometimes I've had some transfers where I'd go to different airports, and that's pretty much it. I've traveled around Japan. That's pretty much it. And so I understand why it would be disingenuous. Well, of course it's disingenuous, but I would understand why you guys would never want to watch me again. I would like to take accountability for this. I do have a notepad here with a variety of topics that I do want to cover, so I can set the record straight on my end. Again, I see you guys are typing in chat, but it's really not my it's not my objective at all to call someone else out or expose anyone else. This is strictly me and what I've done and what I've said about other people. Character exaggeration. Since you bring it up, and that's one of the first topics that I wanted to cover, I'll go with that. My father passed away in 2014. I don't remember the date exactly. I think it was sometime in May. As I say that I am a terrible human being, this reigns to be true. I do not know the date of my father's death. I'd have to go and search it. My wife usually sends something, and I send some stuff. I respected my father over the years, but he was never at home with me. So I figured once I started streaming and I did like the Brooklyn Jew kind of accent, due to my heritage of actually being a Japanese Jew. That is actually true. I am a half Japanese, half Jew. No, I have to apologize. So I played on this character, and the way that I speak is, I think, ironically very similar to my father, as I would want to copy the way that he was. When I was a kid and we were living in Studio City, I remember my father would get up and I would see his huge back. He would leave the door and he'd go to Japan for most of the year. And I did everything in my power to kind of mimic that. I wanted to be a big guy. I wanted to be fat. I thought it was really cool when I was a kid, of course. And so at that time, I was probably already mimicking some styles or the way that he was speaking. And, you just get certain things. You speak to your father once a year, twice a year, whatever. It depends from family to family. But I really loved him and I really respected him for what he did. And to an extent, I wanted to really be him. So including like my mass, right? Including being a massive guy. I copied that. So I grew up. I had a really good upbringing. I don't remember my parents ever struggling for anything. We never struggled for anything. I always thought that everything would come to me instantly. I was a selfish child. And I think as an adult, I can be quite selfish as well. But that does not mean that I can talk or treat other people like shit in order to get my way. And that's what I wanted to clarify more than anything else. Certain places, I'll have to go back and kind of break everything down. Certain places I've been to as a child, I was taken by my parents, and certain places that I have, they're fabrications. Well, they're almost fabrications. They're kind of a fabrication based off of my father's experiences that were told to me. Okay? So when I speak in a cadence and a tone that's similar to his, because I wanted to be like him. I thought he's the coolest guy in the world. I don't know. And anyways, I have like a list of things that I need to get through, so I don't pussyfoot around. But my birth is true. You guys know the history of it. There's nothing really arbitrary about that. Maybe certain dates of when I got into certain things, the cars that I had growing up, that's all true. It's as an adult and coming on Twitch, and maybe a little bit in between, right? Because I was a prescription drug addict here in Japan. The businesses that I've owned, I have grossly exaggerated the size of them on a personal basis to people. And I sincerely apologize if you're offended. When I first came to Japan in 2007, it wasn't a permanent settlement. I was 19 years old. I want you guys to be able to go back and, make sure that everything meshes and it's the truth. And then I will get on to personal topics with personal people. So, yeah, I'm telling the truth. You might have to go back in the VOD to actually see the whole thing. But anyways, I digress. Where was I? I came to Japan in 2007 under the recommendation of my father. Him stating that if I stayed in the